You know, have you ever really tried to wrap your head around this idea of being present? It's kind of like trying to grab smoke, right? The harder you think about it, the more it just slips away. So today, we're going to dig into why that is, and way more importantly, how you can actually experience it for yourself. All right, let's get into it. And boom, right there, that's the central paradox. This quote from our source material just cuts straight to the chase. It's telling us that presence isn't some concept your brain is supposed to solve, like a math problem. Nope, it's a state of being. And that means your mind, it's just the wrong tool for the job here. Okay, so if we can't think our way into it, then how in the world do we get there? Well, the source material is really clear on this. The answer isn't about trying harder or adding more mental effort. Not at all. It's about a total shift in our approach. We're going from thinking to doing, from analyzing to actually experiencing. All right, to make this real, we're going to try a simple little experiment, straight from the source. Now listen, there's no goal here, nothing you have to achieve. The only thing you need to do is just notice what happens. So wherever you are, go ahead and just take a second to get comfortable before we start. Okay, here are the steps. It's super simple. First, just gently close your eyes. Then, I want you to say this to yourself. I wonder what my next thought is going to be. And then, you just wait. But you become super alert. Like a cat watching a mouse hole, just watching, waiting. Go ahead, try it now. I'm going to be quiet for a few moments. Just watch that space. All right, so, what did you notice? What happened there? I'm guessing if you're like most people, you probably had to wait a bit, right? You had to wait a little while before a thought actually popped up. You found a little gap, a moment of quiet. And that, right there, brilliantly illustrates the core idea. See, for as long as you are in that state of intense, alert waiting, you're free of thought. You are totally still, but also highly conscious, right? And the second your attention dipped even a little bit, that's probably when all that mental noise came rushing back in. So let's break down what you just experienced. On one side, you've got that normal state of being lost in thought. The mental noise, feeling kind of absent or unconscious. But on the other side, that's the state you just touched. That stillness, that high alertness, that freedom from all the constant chatter. And here's the really crucial part. You didn't have to force the thoughts away. You just shifted your attention. This idea of high alertness isn't just some modern psychological thing. Oh no, there's this classic story about how some Zen masters would test for this exact state in their students. And let's just say they did it in a pretty surprising way. So the story goes that a master might sneak up behind a student who's meditating and just suddenly swing a stick at them. Now, if the student was lost in their own thoughts, totally absent, they'd get hit. But if the student was fully present and alert, they'd sense the master coming and just step aside. It's a pretty dramatic example, for sure, but it really shows that presence has this very real, tangible quality to it. Of course, actually staying present, well, that's the hard part, isn't it? Our minds have this incredible momentum. This quote nails it. It's like a wild river that's always threatening to just drag you along into worries about the future or regrets about the past. So the big question is, how do you stay anchored? Well, the source offers this really powerful technique, being rooted within yourself. And all that really means is inhabiting your body fully, feeling it from the inside out. By keeping just a tiny bit of your attention on, say, the inner energy field of your hands or your feet, or just feeling your breath, you create an anchor. That simple awareness of your body is what keeps you present. It's what anchors you in the now. And that really brings us right to this final, and I think most crucial question. Just as you're sitting here listening to my voice, where is your attention right now? Is it lost somewhere up in your head, in a thought? Or can you feel that subtle anchor of your own body, right here, in this very moment?